Now, for this week's episode, I was going to show you these, our lovely new shiny parts. All we are going to do is fit them up, give the car a well-deserved service, and then drive it into the sunset. Fucking meow. That was a pretty good racing car noise, I must admit. But obviously we didn't end up driving into the sunset, and now you're going to find out why. And it all began with trying to identify the misfire. Even though we had the car running, it was certainly misfiring, but I was optimistic. I thought maybe it's a plug lead, maybe it's something to do with the fueling, maybe it's nothing bad. But when does that happen? So I began by fitting our nice safe fuel system and attached the plethora of wires that make this thing run, and got to work on identifying the issue. I then ate a Cornish pasty, which apparently was very hot. I ate it in multiple locations and the flavour remained the same. Anyway, back to the car. I started by removing plug leads one at a time, seeing if the engine would react. If it did, it was a good cylinder. Two cylinders were good, and then that one didn't react. And then another one didn't react. So for all of you who said we were just firing on 3 cylinders, you were wrong. We were firing on 2. Lucky me. I then went ahead and did some basic tests to see if we were getting spark, and we were, so there was no issues with our ignition system. Next was to spray some carb cleaner into the throats of the bad cylinders. If it picked up, then we had a fueling problem. This was a good sign. So by putting fuel directly into the carbs, it seemed to pick up the cylinder, which meant maybe we don't have anything deeply wrong, maybe our carbs are still just dirty. Even though we gave them a really good clean, they could always use more, especially after the engine's been running, it probably pulled loads more stuff through them. So after cleaning a variety of parts of the carbs, it was time to see if that had solved our problem. It hadn't. The car was definitely running differently. It sounded like it was running faster, but it wasn't running better, so I decided to strip the carb down further and see what was going on. We were definitely getting fuel in the right places, but I decided to blow the whole system through with air multiple times and used a bunch of carb cleaner.